Got 2 games in one video for you this time. Why 2? Because these games individually didn't have enough to work with in making a good thumbnail. Plus they're really short. Yeah, sorry for such a short one, as my first 2 choices for this episode had to be pushed back for reasons, and nothing else I had would work without screwing my schedule. First we have Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car. This is one of 2 Sonic games that were included as part of one of those rocking children's rides in Japan. We never got anything like this here. Most we'd get is a rocking car and have to share space with a giant postman Pat or Mr. Blobby. But in Japan they got video games in theirs. The game has you help out Sonic during his 3-minute shift as a traffic cop. He starts out talking in Japanese, which I do not speak, but I do know that he is voiced by Trunks himself, Takeshi Kusao, which is neat. Actually, this game was released the same month Kusao made his debut as Trunks in the anime. On my first play I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm driving at a snail's pace and bumping into other cars. After a bit, Sonic stops at the red light to let a few Pockies, Pickies and Flickies cross the road. This might be the only time in the games those animals have had their names voice acted. I then have another slower drive until I run into Eggman, who throws a few taunts at Sonic and the boss fight starts. I'm not used to the controls and haven't discovered I can jump on him yet, so I just keep avoiding the bombs he throws at me until he gets away. Sonic's shift is over, so he lets him get away as he pulls back into the station and praises my amazing work. And despite accomplishing nothing, I still managed a ranking of 3 stars out of 5. Now I want to get the full 5. Second time I get to Eggman, I know I can hit him, so I just keep jumping on him until his car explodes and he runs away. Still 3 stars. This ride for 2-year-olds has me stumped. The third attempt goes exactly the same. I don't know how the babies back then managed to work this game out without the internet, because I had to YouTube it. It turns out Sonic's police car has a turbo function that lets him speed up when held down. This results in me crashing into a lot of traffic, but the faster finishing time gets me 4 stars. I keep trying to speed through it without crashing, but every time I end up with just 4 stars. It's not until my 12th overall attempt that I finally get it. There was a button I didn't map in MAME. It allows Sonic to wave down the traffic in the lane next to him, letting me speed past them safely. Using this new discovery, I can finish quickly and with few collisions, granting me those much sought after 5 stars and rewarding the player with a seizure. But that's Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car. It's not very memorable or enjoyable, only worth bringing up for the novelty of it. Perhaps it was more enjoyable as part of the ride itself, and as a toddler. But even if I could find one, a 5'10" or 11 guy in his 30s isn't fitting into one of those. It's got some good points, it doesn't look hideous, and it has actual Sonic 1 music in it, which makes it feel more authentic. Probably going to get ranked pretty low, but not at the very bottom since it isn't actively awful or anything. And the next game in this video is another game that was part of a ride for small children, Sega Sonic Cosmo Fighter. This would have been Sonic's only shmup I believe until those segments in Frontier, though it is a very simple one. Turns out that Sonic not only owns a biplane, but also a space gunship as he takes it out into space where he runs into Eggman. I have to take on Eggman while shooting down the enemies he calls in to free some stars. Not only does Sonic's ship have guns, but also huge rocket fists. Eggman is constantly trying to back off the screen, so Sonic has to speed up to catch up to him. The enemies are different shapes and each have their own different movement patterns, but none of them are a threat since you can't die. Eventually, Sonic reaches this large station where Eggman tries to fight me directly. He'll shoot at Sonic and try to crash his Eggmobile into him, hit him a few times and he'll flee again, only to return connected to a big robot. He'll try to ram it into you or extend its arms towards you. Keep shooting and the robot breaks apart and you win. The station turns out to be Sonic Station 7 with a few of the animals inside. And then I get another star rating out of 5, starting at 4 this time. There really aren't any extra requirements to getting 5 stars, you just have to play better, finish faster and get hit less. It's a lot easier as it only takes me 3 attempts to get the 5 stars this time. Like the previous game, there isn't much to this one either, but I enjoyed it a little more. Shooting things is just more fun than trying to navigate traffic. Once again, I must apologise for such a short video being one of the 4 this episode. Sonic Eraser was also going to be part of this video, but I discovered that the footage I recorded was unusable just as I started writing the script, and I just didn't have the time to play it again. Who would have thought the numbers 43-2 would be the cursed one? But I might do more of these in the future with other incredibly short games, like single screen Atari games since my thumbnails now go for 4 screenshots and many of them wouldn't have much to work with alone. We'll see. I do have one little bonus for you though, Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop. This was included on popcorn machines to keep the kids entertained while their popcorn was being made. You'll notice that this game was not on my checklist of Sonic games. That's because I will not be counting this game among my completions or ranking it. I won't be ranking it because while this is definitely a video game, it's a very simple little thing intended to keep kids distracted for just 20 seconds, and not meant to be played seriously. It's not the main product and was never intended to be, the popcorn was. So I don't feel like it would be fair to the game to apply the same standards to it that I have to everything else so far, because it was never aiming to reach them. But I at least wanted to look at it, so here we are. The biggest challenge was finding out how the game works and how to apply its controls to a PS4 controller. 5 of the 6 minutes spent with this game was spent doing that. So to start with, I have to choose the flavour of popcorn I want. Tails puts it on a conveyor, but then Eggman appears and reverses the conveyor to try and take it for himself. Sonic jumps on the conveyor and picks it up, running along it while Eggman tries to crush him with a hammer. Just buy your own, fuck's sake. It's on an emulator, there's not even going to be any popcorn at the end. Besides, popcorn's just gross anyway. It might taste nice, but all that shit getting caught in your teeth for so long just isn't worth it. Drives me mad. A few dodges and Sonic reaches the end, dropping your popcorn into the oven while Eggman looks miserable and is then burned alive by the popcorn finishing. Tails delivers the popcorn and it's over. As I said, not much here, but it's a cute novelty and I could imagine being a kid and loving it. I would have been fascinated by something like that over here, but I just had to settle for Sonic-shaped bubble bath bottles.